Talk about why loving someone is simultaneously the easiest and also the hardest thing to ever you could ever do. Because let's say when we fall in love with someone, it is usually because they have done something, they have said something in which it made you like them. It made you like want to get to know them more. It made you wanna to be more open to them. Let's say they were kind or they were generous to you, and then it made you have a better impression of them. But then, as you get to know this person more and more, and you grow nicer feelings towards him or her, then you get together one day. But then, as you get together and spend more time with each other, it is inevitable that you get to know other sides of this person too, where maybe you see the side where he gets angry, where he gets upset, and previously you haven't seen that side of him before. And when you have agreed to be with him and be in a relationship with him and you saw this and suddenly it shocks you, it makes you like close yourself or close your heart a little bit because you feel hurt or you feel like you've been deceived, like he wasn't like this when we were first starting to get to know each other, but then why suddenly is he getting angry at this thing or um, treating me in this way that I don't like. And so that's why I say loving other people is simultaneously an easy and a hard thing. It's easy because you fall in love very quickly. Usually it's because, I don't know, hormones or like just you get to see a good side of a person first and it opens you up. It opens your heart up. It makes you want to get to know this person, to be with this person, to love this person. And you do. But then as you get to know this person more and more, you'll see sides of him that triggers something in you. It triggers memories in you that made you feel scared or upset or uncertain or angry or whatever feelings that suddenly you feel like you don't love him as much anymore. You feel like you are falling out of love with him. But to truly love someone is hard. To truly love someone, you have to love them unconditionally. You have to love them without conditions where whatever they do or don't do, it doesn't affect you. It doesn't make you love them any less. It doesn't make you be open to them any less. That is true unconditional love, and that is the hardest thing that we have to do here. I feel like this is the hardest lesson that we have to learn on earth. And conditional love is easy. You put conditions on when you love them, and when you leave that person or you let go of that person when he doesn't fulfill those conditions in which he'll have to fulfill for you to love him. And it's easy. Anybody can do that. Everybody's doing that. But to be able to love someone unconditionally, it is not for that person. It is for yourself. Because when you're able to love someone unconditionally, it also means that you're able to love yourself unconditionally. You're able to accept and embrace and be open to all of all sides of yourself, all sides of being human, of you can be angry, you can be upset, you can be happy, you can be disgusted, you can be excited, anything, any expression of being human. If you are able to accept and love that unconditionally in someone else, it means that you're able to do it for yourself, because we tend to project things. If you judge something about yourself, like, oh, I think I'm too fat, and then when you see people on the streets or when you see your loved one like gaining a little bit of weight, then you're like, oh, I think you're getting a little bit fat. I think you need to work out more or eat healthier. And that is conditional acceptance, conditional love. And because you have set that condition upon yourself to fulfill that, you project it onto someone else, be it your friends, your family, strangers, your loved ones. And so conditional loving is easy. You do it to yourself, you do it to other people, strangers, whoever. But unconditional love is much harder. It requires you to let go of a lot of the conditions that you have set for yourself and for others. It requires you to let go of a lot of the judgments or unacceptance you have towards both yourself and to others. And if you want to be unconditionally free, unconditionally happy, unconditionally at peace, you have to learn to be able to love unconditionally. And that's your decision whether you want to do it or not, whether you want to love the easy way or the hard way. But I will say that loving the easy way is not rewarding at all. You might just, it is like a cycle of repetition where you might cycle through partners because there are some parts of them that you won't accept, that you might never accept, and nobody is able to fulfill all your expectations. Nobody is able to fulfill all your desires of how they should look like. But if you're able to love yourself unconditionally, if you're able to love in the more difficult sort of way, where you have to make the effort to let go of all your judgments or your expectations, then it is the most rewarding thing in this whole world. I can guarantee you that. Because you don't need anybody else to be any sort of way for you to feel love, for you to feel acceptance, for you to feel validated. Because you have that for yourself, you have that within yourself. And I want that for you. So that's it. That's all I want to share for today. And bye.